Happy Chinese New Year, Year of the Fire Horse. So let's start off with some strong qi, doing the sound healing for the kidneys. The sound being hey with an H sound at the beginning. So just follow along if you're not familiar with it. I'm going to draw the sound out twice, and then we're going to shout it out, drawing from as deep down as you can, sending a vibration into the body. All right, let's go. Hey, hey! And we'll do this twice more. Hey, hey! And one more time. Hey, hey! All right. Wonderful. Okay, let's start to wake up our knees, marching in place, letting the hand drop heavily above the knee, sending a vibration into those acupressure points. Very good for the knees. Getting them ready for more movement in spring, which I am trying to manifest coming sooner than it probably will. It's important to ease our way into spring. Tends to be more strains and injuries around that time from people trying to do too much too fast after hibernation. And you can relax. All right, let's take a loose fist and start to tap down the inner arm. Can linger anywhere. It feels tender. It feels really nice. Activate the qi. And then open palm over the hand. And then open palm over the elbow, any kind of bonier areas. You want it to feel good, not painful. Open palm over the shoulder and the chest. Crossing to the other side. Loose fist down the arm. Also feel nice to kind of peck the elbow so you make this little beak with your hand, and right at that elbow crease, just let your hand again fall heavily. If you've got any elbow issues or clicking of the elbow, especially. Let's knock on our upper chest, the sternum, just gently, heart center, and smooth down. Coming down from the armpit, down the side of the torso, side when you're ready. To the hips. Lift the hands up and then let them fall right here where the legs meet the body, the groin area. And after you let them fall, pause and hold for a moment, letting that vibration sink in. Letting the arms just fall like dead weight and hold. And then down the backs of the legs. Around to the inside of the legs. Back up. And around to the sides of the outer sides of the legs. You can also do loose fists on the legs. It's kind of hard to reach behind, but you can go down again, loose fists down, except for next to the knees. Open palms next to the knees, and loose fists up the inside. Let's take our fingers and we'll just let those fall on top of the head. And again, if you find sore points, tender points, you can spend more time there, maybe even on your face, especially your jaw might be tender, tends to hold a lot of tension in there. Down the line of your jaw, perhaps. Yeah, that is tender on me. You need to spend more time there. But maybe it's the side of your head that's more tender. Maybe it feels good on the top of your head. More bladder points up there. The back of your head. Right. Nice. Okay, let's do a little bouncing. So coming up off your heels, or at least shifting your center or your weight so that it's mainly rooted through the front part of your foot. So rooting down through there. And then we'll just bounce up and down, letting the upper body be totally loose, even the hips. And you can just move in whatever way feels good. Totally relaxing the shoulders. Again, relaxing the hips. Even seeing if you can relax the knees. Really good to release tension and also build that lower leg strength. Also shake out the hands and the wrists. And move side to side. On the count of 3, we'll drop to stillness. 1, 2, 3. Noticing any sensation you may feel, any chi moving. Hopefully it's moving. Okay. Let's stretch out our ankle a little bit, so either rooting down into one foot and lifting the other one, or you can keep your toe on the ground and circle the ankle that way. So we'll just circle it one way and reverse. And root down through the other foot. And again, either keeping the toe on the ground, circling, or lifting it up. And reverse. Beautiful. Okay, let's step one foot out in front of the other. The front leg is going to remain straight with the knee unlocked. I never want to lock the joints. And we're going to dive down to retrieve a tiny little golden acupuncture needle at the bottom of the ocean. So bringing the hands together along the inside of the leg. The back leg will be bent as we slowly make our way down as far as you can. That gives you a good stretch. And then ever so gently pick up that needle and rise back up. Hands stretched out in front of you, cradling the needle. You're going to lift it slowly overhead and toss it behind you. Opening up the hands, circling them back together. We'll dive down for another needle. One more on this side, taking your time. Don't want to disturb that little needle before we pick it up. Step the foot back, other foot forward, gathering the hands together. We'll dive down for 3 needles on this side. Moving nice and slow to find your edge of that stretch and gently lifting the needle back up. coming into a wider stance, perhaps into horse stance. So our feet are spread approximately 2 shoulder widths distance, as if you're sitting on a horse. We want the knees to be no further than over the toe. The feet can be a little bit angled out, and over time we'll work our way so that our feet are parallel to each other, and the tailbone is heavy, so that the low back isn't flaring out but is kind of tucked, is flat, so the tailbone is a little tucked. Okay, and if at any point you need to come out of this stance, take a break, feel free, but we'll build up our lower body as we do some cloud hands. So starting with the hands over one knee, the outer hand palm facing down, the top hand palm facing in. We'll turn the torso and the hands, the arms just glide along, and then drawing the bottom hand up, top hand down. We'll reverse positions and glide back over, so the arms are not moving independently. They're just moving along with the body. Relaxing any tension you notice. Imagine your hands are clouds floating through the sky. Again, if you need to come out of the stance with the legs, just continue this upper body motion, that's fine. Noticing any sensation in your hands or anywhere in your body. Perhaps tuning into your lower dantian, energy center beneath your belly button. You can imagine this movement being generated from that space, so that's what's turning your body. Can give more power to your movement. Stepping the feet together, coming to a little bit of a wider stance, a little bit wider than shoulder width. We're going to start to turn side to side, so we're shifting our center or our weight into one foot, sinking into that side so the knee will naturally bend, straightening the other side, and then shifting over to the other side. And my torso is turning along with this movement, so turning to the opposite side that we're shifting our weight into. Moving again slowly, finding that point where it's like a good stretch, and then shifting to the other side. And you may find if you kind of relax into it, you can turn a little more, but don't try to do that too quickly or too forcefully. can let the arms float up, sweeping down, floating up when you reach the other side. Again, you can ground this movement in your center, your lower dantian. Just, and what does that mean? How do you do that? You just bring awareness to that space. And you can imagine that's the space that this movement is being generated from. Let's breathe in, lifting the hands up, overhead, palms turning down when they're overhead, breathing out. Let's hold a ball between our hands, and one hand to the sky, one to the earth, palms facing those directions respectively, stretching through the side, body, and draw the hands back to form a ball, reverse, and reach that top hand to the sky, bottom hand to the earth. Next we'll turn both hands, turn our body to one side, both hands rising up, palms facing the sky when they reach overhead, holding the twist a moment, and then we'll slowly turn forward, palms now facing in towards the body. As you lower your hands, you might close your eyes and imagine you are water, just fully made of water. Perhaps you're part of a body of water. Ending with the hands facing down towards the feet before we turn to the other direction. Palms again facing skyward. When you're ready, turning forward, palms facing in. This time you can close your eyes and imagine you're made of light. And then at your own pace, we'll do it once more on each side. You can imagine those things again or pick something else. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, start to gather up qi to your hands, lifting it to about the middle dantian, the heart center, and then push the palms forward, gathering qi to the palms. Next time, crossing your hands, and then like you're taking off a t-shirt, lifting the hands overhead and uncrossing. Next time your hands are overhead, pause with the hands forming a ball. And rub them together. And once we're done, you can bring your hands anywhere you think needs some extra qi. Whether you hold your hands still or you circle them and rub them up and down. Start with my kidneys. And let's rub the hands together again. You can bring them to that same spot or a different one. And one last time. Bringing them to the heart center. That inner sun that keeps us going, keeps our body warm, keeps our spirit bright. And finally, lowering our hands to the lower dantian, associated with the kidneys, our deep drive for life, our willpower keeps us going.